text again is adapted to the, is there a motion on Article 4? Motion's been made, seconded to approve Article 4. Discussion, comments, questions on Article 4. Don't be shy. On City Base Square. Sir, please stand and say your name. I think we can.
Chip Bassett, 335 River Road. Couple things. First of all, everybody should know that this is not about anybody in R4 district. It's strictly the 3 residential districts, R1, R2, R3. I think there are a couple of serious problems.
Get you the microphone. I know you're doing your best.
Testing. Whoa. There we go. The proposed ordinance doesn't affect anybody in R4. It would strictly be R1, R2, and R3. So if you're in R4, it's not a problem. The current regulations prohibit any more than 5,000 pounds of animals in any residential districts. So people should be aware of what's there currently. However, there are some there are some difficulties with what's proposed. The first is that it in effect incorporates a 107-page document called Best Management Practices as part of the town of Arundel's regulations. However, if you read the introduction to the state's best management practices for agricultural operations, it explicitly says it's not supposed to be regulations. For example, nutrient management is cited in this proposed language. That's manure for the non-technical. And the state has specific statute relating to nutrient management. If you have 50 animal units, which is 50,000 pounds of animals, you have to have something called a nutrient management plan that you can get from the Federal Department of Agriculture, apply for a grant, get it. But if you have fewer than 30,000 animal units, you can't even apply for a grant from the Federal Department of Agriculture. The best management practices has language about manure management. It doesn't track what the state regulations are, and you cannot get, I've been unable to find anybody that does nutrient management plans in Maine other than the Federal Department of Agriculture. That's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is that there is a $15,000 annual revenue threshold for which defines commercial animal husbandry, and I think there are lots of problems with that. One of which is who wants to share their income tax returns or some proof of revenues with the tenant. This is a simple question. I also think the 15,000 is too low. If you're trying to make a distinction between commercial animal husbandry and what I would call a hobby farm, which is what most of the operations are. But the biggest problem to me is incorporating a document called Best Management Practices into town regulations, which explicitly says in that document that it is not intended to be used as regulation. It's intended to supplement what the State Department of Agriculture actually puts in regulation. Thank you.
Anybody else like the microphone?
Fred Stone, I just want to correct a little bit what Mr. Bassett stated. The threshold is 50 animal units, but it is complaint driven. So that if you have fewer than 50 animal units and somebody wants to complain, then you do have to get a nutrient plan. That's how that thing works. So it is complaint driven. As far as USDA is concerned, they contract out, the subcontract out those plans. They don't write, USD does not write those plans themselves. That's not done in-house. They send those out, there's 2 or 3 operations, the plans cost anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000, maybe $12,000 now on their side. They have to be done every 5 years, that's how ours works. But they do have, they do set aside monies for that help with the cost of those plans. So you're partially Mr. Bassett, and those are the things. So that is under, so if you do adopt this thing, then you're right about the best making practices. Those are just recommendations, there are no teeth involved in that. When you get into teeth, you get into the information plans or that scenario. I'm not making it very plainly, but that's how that works. But if somebody wanted to complain, then they could complain, and you would be forced to have an intervention plan about an operation, whether USD pays for it or not. And that's what they cost. So bear that in mind when you go forward with this. The other thing I would like to ask is, where is the need for this? I have to hear, I asked that same question last year, I did not get a very good answer for it. I didn't have a very good answer for it this time around. Where is the need for this? So that's item number 1. Where do you want to go with this?
Thank you.
Rich Ganong, member, I'm the chair of the planning board. The need for this is that there are some people that want to do commercial animal husbandry in town, and our ordinance does not let them. They are restricted to having 5,000 pounds worth of animal, period. So you could have 5 cows. It's really not a commercial endeavor. So with the comp plan, we got together and we spent the better part of 6 or 8 months working up various changes, and this is part of what we came up with. I would address Mr. Bassett's point about $15,000. That came from the local agent for the USDA. That was his suggestion 2 years ago. So we went with it. We thought it was a good deal. I should tell you, from the planning board point of view, we're not going to ask you. The ordinance says you have to have $15,000 worth of income. I'm not looking at your tax return. I'm not asking you for audited financials. If you come and you say you want to have a commercial animal husbandry outfit, fine. I will take your word that you qualify on the $15,000.
Anybody else?
Hi, my name is Linda Zook. I just want to first apologize because there's a lot of people that have been working on this, and it's important for a lot of people. But myself, I can't support anything that asks for our tax returns. They might not want to look at them, but your neighbor might want to find a way to stop you from doing what you're doing. They're going to ask for them. When you have to prove a certain thing in order to qualify for a permit or whatever, that becomes public information. Your tax returns will become public information, and I'm sorry, I just don't see how we can support that.
Any further discussion on Article 4? Anywhere? Okay, seeing none, all in favor of Article 4, signify by raising your cards. Okay. Keep your hands up. All opposed? Article 4 fails. It's not passed. Okay, moving right on to Article 5. Shall the town vote to adopt an ordinance entitled
John McKinder. I just have a question for the planning board, I guess, is why is this necessary? Why is this change necessary?
We had a citizen approach us and ask us to extend that period of time because they think that they have a contract yard and did not register. So we said, we'll extend the time if the town meeting agrees to it.
Stacy Guile, Winship Gate Road. So I have a few questions, I guess. So this article does not, have any exhibit that explains beyond what Rich just provided. Should there be anything published that should articulate a little bit further as to the rationale? I'm not sure that the need by one specific person should warrant, sorry about that, a full change. As I understood it from records that I've seen in 2016, there was a decision made that they would not extend it. So I would have a question, why the change of heart, I guess. I have a couple of questions.
Okay, one at a time.
Stacy, it wasn't a change of heart. Somebody came to us and said, we would like to be able to do this. And we said, we will bring it forward to the town meeting and the town meeting can decide.
Two-part question.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to debate that either way. So the registration, should someone gain the registration, as I understand the ordinance, it allows them to function as is current state. So it also reads, legally existing. I'd like to understand who determines the legally existing, and then I'd like to understand what, if they register, they are allowed to do from that point.
Legally existing means that on the date the original ordinance went into effect, June of 2015, I believe, 14 or 15, they had to be operating a business at that point, and they have to be able to prove that they were operating a business. If they can do so, they then fall under the contract yard situation where they have the restrictions and the requirements in the ordinance that they must meet. The setbacks and all that fun stuff.
So, should they want to do anything else? So, should they want to do anything else, they would then have to go before the board and file the appropriate conditional use applications, etc. Okay, thank you.
I have a question. There was a comment made at a planning board meeting that the town was subject to litigation from someone who had applied for a contractor 2-yard permit, which was denied by the planning board, and wanted to know if in fact there is litigation, and if there is it prudent to change rules relating to contractor yards when litigation is pending?
Litigation.
Yes, there is litigation right now on one particular matter that's being addressed by the court. In terms of where it affects what we're doing moving forward, it would be my view that it doesn't. Whatever's on the books the day that the decision is made would be what they would be ruling upon. So anything beyond that would go on the new provisions.
Without going into specifics, this does not have anything to do with that particular lawsuit. That litigation, this individual sought to expand his operation. We said no.
You didn't get the part about the cell phone. I gave you
I'm sorry. I went to a lot of these meetings, and is it not true that, and I'm going to work our back, is it not true that we did not have a list of these contractors when this first one went out?
When the original ordinance was in effect with the expiration in 2016, we did not have a list. We asked that all of the existing contractors come into the town hall and notify us that they were in existence. We had 2 people come in, and now, 3 years later, somebody else wants to.
Okay, so this is my issue. As someone who knows how things sometimes does and does not work in this town, we didn't have an ordinance. You didn't have to do it. Then we passed an ordinance. I don't know how it was communicated, but I have to sometimes give people the benefit of the doubt that they didn't know. And then if the time has passed, the only thing they can do is ask for them to extend the period of time. I think it's reasonable. They're still going to have to prove certain things. So I think we should allow them to do it.
Anybody else?
Respectfully disagree that the only thing we need to prove is that they were in operation as of the date of 2015, according to what Rich just told us.
This is the only mic that's working. So, Article 5, has been made and seconded. Any further comments on Article 5? Seeing none, all in favor of Article 5, signify by raising your cards. Thank you. All opposed? Article 5 passes. Article 6, shall the town vote to adopt an ordinance entitled Amendments to the Arundel Land Use Ordinance to include contractor yards 1 and 2 in the appropriate list of permitted and conditional uses in land use districts as currently prescribed, Section 9.3.14.3 and 9.3.14.4, and to amend buffering standards for contractor yard, parking, and storage areas, Section 9.3.14. And the text is Exhibit C. Is there a motion to approve Article 6? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 6. Discussion, comments, anyone on Article 6?
I think I'd like to first ask these, so the warrant reads that the supporting documentation is available at the town hall. There is some supporting documentation published online, and I'm unclear on which source is the source of truth, whether I should be looking at the information online or if I should be attempting to go to town hall, which for people who work 8 to 4:30, that becomes extremely challenging. So I guess it's a question as to which reference source, are they the same, and which one should I be consulting as being the accurate one? So Simone's waving this guy. Yeah, I understand.
But if it indicates here that you're supposed to go to town hall and
Get the information, and that's the other question I get. But again, it's the whole document at the time that we needed to sort of read it was not necessarily available online. And it becomes confusing as to what we're supposed to be reviewing.
I believe that all of the documentation is in both places. It is online and it is in the book.
As we look at the document, I would just point out that the change as requested indicates that they're going to add contractor yard 1 as a conditional use in section 6.4.2, downtown business DB1, and that already is in the land use ordinance as it stands today, so it needs to be corrected before we pass it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure it needs to be corrected. We're simply duplicating something that is already there. It's kind of like saying, well, the sun comes up in the east, so we need an ordinance that says the sun comes up in the east. It's already allowed in that section. It got posted in error.
Given that contractor yards, both 1 and 2, and 2, if I remember correctly, is 4 or more commercial vehicles in the operation, we're talking about residential districts. And so I have to ask the question, why are we making a change from parking and storage areas shall be visually blocked from both the street and abutting properties? Block means you can't see it. To shall be visually buffered from both the street and abutting properties. I think I know what the distinction is. I'd rather have someone professional lay that out. Why are we doing that if we're talking about businesses that have trucks and maybe materials and whatever stored on them? Why are we going from opaque, you can't see it, from your residence to you can see it some of the time, or part of the time, or part of it?
Oh, sorry. I gotta get eyes on it.
Just for clarification, blocked is 100%. You cannot see it. Buffered is a minimum of 76% up to the 100. It gives the planning board a little bit more leeway. In some instances, you may have to put up a 10 or 12 foot high fence, and that may be a little excessive. And that was our thought of that.
Okay. We're on Article 6, anything further comment on Article 6? Seeing none, all in favor of Article 6, signify by raising your yellow cards. All opposed? Article 6 passes. Article 7, shall the town vote to adopt ordinance entitled Amendments to the Arundel Land Use Ordinance to delete and replace the definition of a home occupation / home business in section 3.2, and to repeal and replace section 9.3.24 performance standards for home occupations. The text of those amendments are documented in Exhibit D attached. Is there a motion on Article 7? Motion's been made and seconded on Article 7. Discussion on Article 7. Doesn't appear to be any. So all in favor of Article 7 signify by raising your cards. Thank you. All opposed? Article 7 passes. Article 8. Shall the town vote to adopt ordinance entitled Amendments to the Arundel Land Use Ordinance, section 10.6.3.6, site plan review extensions to increase the length of time for an applicant requested extension. And the text is shown below that paragraph. Is there a motion to approve Article 8? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 8. Discussion on Article 8. Seeing none, all in favor of Article 8? Any opposed? Article 8 passes. Okay. Article 9. Shall the town vote to adopt an ordinance entitled Amendments to the Arundel Land Use Ordinance to delete correctional pre-release facilities from section 3.2 definitions, section 6.6.3.9 conditional uses in the D1 or DI district, and section 9.3.16 conditional use performance standards. And the text is documented in Exhibit E. Motion on Article 9. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 9. Discussion, comments, questions on Article 9? Anyone, anywhere? Remember the Ferris Bueller? Okay. All in favor of Article 9? description of the boundaries of the suburban residential district, R2, so as to incorporate the Hidden Meadows subdivision into the R2 district from the commercial, is it BI or B1? BI district, thank you, Mr. Downing. The proposed map change is depicted in the graphic below, and the amendments to section 13.2 that is documented in Exhibit F attached. Is there a motion on Article 10? Motion's been made and seconded on Article 10. Comments, discussion, questions on Article 10? Seeing none, all in favor of Article 10? Thank you. All opposed? Article 10 passes. Article 11. Now we're going to start to spend some money. Shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $128,349 for the general government account? Is there a motion on Article 11? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 11. Discussion on 11. All in favor of Article 11? Thank you. All opposed? Article 11 passes. Article 12. Shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $734,706 for the town hall administration account? Is there a motion to approve Article 12? Motion's been made second to approve Article 12. Discussion on 12? Sure.
Not necessarily on Article 12.
Well, I think it's
But I'm going to ask, well, it has to do with money, and so I want to know what the impact is on the mill rate.
impact on the mill rate?
If all the articles pass this evening, the impact on the mill rate would be $3.30. Last year's impact on the mill rate was $3.36. So there'll be a slight decrease because we're allocating a little more revenue that we've collected from the past.
Further questions, comments on Article 12? All in favor of Article 12, signify by raising your hand. Comments? All opposed? Article 12 passes. Article 13, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $602,568 for the operations of the Arundel Fire Rescue Service account? Motion on Article 13. Motion's been made, seconded to approve Article 13. Discussion on 13. Anybody? All in favor of Article 13? All opposed to Article 13? Article 13 passes. Article 14, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $181,086 for police protection? Funding covers 2 patrol officers for a total of 80 hours per week. Is there a motion to approve Article 14? Motion's been made, seconded on Article 14. Discussion on Article 14.
Did we get any documentation? Okay, because there wasn't anything out back.
Anybody else want to comment?
So the copy I just saw doesn't appear to give any comparison. Does your copy give a comparison to when we had one sheriff to when we have multiple? I'll give it back.
Okay. All right, we're on Article 14. Is there questions, comments, concerns about Article 14?
I just have a question. I feel like I read at some point that Deputy Savini was out of disability. Was there coverage for him during that time that he was out? Was there another deputy in place and covering his shifts?
Is the sheriff being nodding yes over there? Any questions? Want to take the microphone? Okay. We're on Article 14. Motion's been made and seconded. I see no other requests for comment. So all in favor of seconded to approve Article 15. Comments on 15? Just scanning, I see somebody scratching his head. Yeah, I see. All in favor of Article 15, signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 15 passes. Okay, Article 16, shall the town vote to raise an appropriate sum of $769,434 for the Public Works Department account? Is the motion? Motion's been made second to approve Article 16. Discussion on 16. All in favor of Article 16? Thank you. All opposed? Article 16 passes. Article 17, shall the town vote to raise an appropriate sum of $108,982 for the town transfer/recycling account? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 17. Discussion on 17. John?
No, I'm troubled by the fact that in November, we were notified that there must have been a number of contractors that were using our transfer station to recycle their material, and they were not being charged for it. And in December, we got told we had to start paying for everything that we take, not just the regular trash, but the recycling and everything else. I'm opposed to giving this company any money at all. I think they're incompetent.
Further comments?
I think what you'll find is we get a pretty darn good deal with these folks. If you look around the different towns, you're going to find that they're going to pay a lot more than this. You know, we have a pretty good deal. The issue with the recycles, you know, other towns were charging and they were charging more. And what was happening is those folks were bringing that stuff over here. And it was our way of stopping it. And again, the recycles are, it's a different atmosphere out there today. You know, the market is warranted cost on those, and it's not what it used to be. And, you know, the companies just can't take it amongst themselves, and they're going to pass some of that cost along.
Thank you.
I just want to make a comment. I already went to town, to the selectmen, and told you about my being upset about the changes that were made. But I want you to know that sometimes when you're at the dump, I mean, I made a comment at the transfer station one day because there were out-of-state cars there. And they go, oh, well, as long as they pay for it, you know, it's fine. No, it's not fine, because we still have to pay for the staff that's there. We still have to pay for the equipment that's there. Even though we have stickers, I'm not sure they're checking them anymore. You know, they did at the beginning where they made us line up like we were, you know, on our way to go into the prison or something, but they're not doing it anymore. And I'm not sure that we're being as diligent about what's being brought to the transfer station as we should be.
Okay. Mr. Bassett.
I just want to say that I go to the dump every week and I don't think they check for a sticker once.
I just want to offer that my next door neighbors on Metchapee Road are two residents of New York, and they own the property on Metchapee Road, but their cars are registered in New York, and they would have New York plates. So I don't know if that one specific indicator would be, the sticker would be the right thing to look at, but I don't know if the plates alone would govern.
Anybody else? Okay, seeing no further comments on Article 17. All in favor, signify by raising your yellow cards. All opposed? Article 17 passes. Article 18, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $85,784 for the general assistance account? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 18. Discussion on 18. Article 19, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $358,648 for the recreation account? Motion? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 19. Discussion on 19. All in favor of Article 19? All opposed? Article 19 passes. Article 20, shall the voters authorize the Board of Selectmen upon majority vote of the full Board of Selectmen to exceed by no more than 5% annually the amount authorized for each account approved in Article 11 through 19 above, so long as the amount spent for the sum total of those articles does not exceed the total appropriations approved for those articles. Is there a motion to approve Article 20? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 20. Discussion on 20. All in favor of Article 20? All opposed? Article 20 passes. Article 21. Shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $425,000 for the road construction reserve account? Motion. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 21. Is there discussion on Article 21? All in favor of Article 21? All opposed? Article 21 passes. Article 22, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $100,000 for the Public Works Capital Equipment account? Motion? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 22. Discussion on 22. All in favor of Article 22, signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 22 passes. Article 23, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $45,000 for the Arundel Fire Rescue Capital Reserve account? Is there a motion on Article 23? Motion's been made and seconded. Discussion on Article 23. All in favor of Article 23? All opposed? Article 23 passes. Article 24. Shall the voters authorize the Board of Selectmen to enter into a 5-year lease agreement to purchase a new rescue pumper for the Arundel Fire Rescue Department for an amount not to exceed $460,000? Motion to approve Article 24. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 24. Discussion on 24. Mr. Bassett.
Just a question about process. Has this already been on? Is there going to be another bidding process? And where is the lease financing coming from?
Process.
The truck committee that was established by the chief went in and put together some generic specifications that then went out to bid. Upon the return of those bids, there were 5 bids that were returned. Out of the 5, the department made a recommendation for the package that's in front of you, which actually totals $560,000 because there will be $100,000 coming from the capital reserve fund to purchase. The other part of that question was?
The lease financing.
Yes. Right now, we have 2 options. We're waiting for one more option to come in. One from Andrew Stoddard Bank, the other one is from the vendor themselves, and both are ranging 3.6 to 3.7, and the yearly amounts anywhere between 95 and 102. So we get one more of those before we make a final decision.
Anything further on Article 24? All in favor of Article 24, signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 24 passes. Article 25, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $6,250 for the Recreation Department Bus Reserve account? Motion? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 25. Discussion on 25. All in favor of Article 25? All opposed? Article 25 passes. Article 26, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $8,000 for the Eastern Trail account? For motion? Motion's been made and seconded on Article 26. Discussion on 26. All in in favor of Article 26? All opposed? Article 26 passes. Article 27, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $8,750 for social service agencies? Motion. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 27. Discussion on 27. All in favor of Article 27? All opposed? Article 27 passes. Article 28, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate the sum of $14,000 for the Kennebunk Free Library? Motion. Motion's been made and seconded on Article 28. Discussion on 28. None. All in favor of Article 28? All opposed? Article 28 passes. Article 29, shall the town vote to raise and appropriate $2,500 for the Kennebunk Port Arundel Chamber of Commerce? Motion. Motion's been made second on Article 29. Discussion on 29. All in favor of Article 29? All opposed? Article 29 passes. Article 30, shall the town vote to appropriate the sum of $2,183,210 from estimated revenues to be used to reduce tax commitment as follows. And it was, looks like six different things. Is there a motion to approve Article 30? Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 30. Discussion on 30. All in favor of Article 30, signify by raising your yellow cards. All opposed? Article 30 passes. Article 31. Shall the town vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen to sell or otherwise dispose of excess vehicles and equipment pursuant to and consistent with a written policy adopted by the Board of Selectmen after public notice, and deposit any proceeds into the appropriate department's reserve account? Motion to approve Article 31. Discussion on 31. All in favor of 31, signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 31 passes. Article 32, shall the town vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen to accept unconditional donations of funds, real estate, and/or equipment on behalf of the town and to spend them as they deem appropriate? Motion to approve Article 32. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 32. Discussion on 32. All in favor of Article 32? Signify by raising your cards. All opposed? Article 32 passes. Article 33, shall the town vote to authorize the Board of Selectmen to sell for the sum of $18,065 a 10.6 acre parcel identified as map 33, lot 3, conveyed to the town in 1998 to the former owner of the parcel, and to place the proceeds into the municipal building reserve fund? Motion on 33. Motion's been made and seconded to approve Article 33. Discussion on 33. Mr. Dunn.
And just two questions. The first one is, where is this property located?
It's located on Route 1. It's one of the properties that we were considering for placement of the municipal building before we made a decision on where to go.
Well, that answers the second question as to why it's only selling for $18,000. Thank you.
Anybody else? Questions, comments, concerns? Okay. All in favor of Article 33? All opposed? Article 33 passes. Is there some motion that somebody wants to make about the remaining articles?
Mr. Moderator, I'd like to make a motion to combine Article 34 all the way to Article 43.
Okay, so this has been done in the past with a bit of reluctance on my part, but I'm going with the flow now. It's been enough years. So let everybody, I just want to make sure everybody understands what's happening here. Is that we're lumping Article 35 through 43. And so I'm going to do this in two parts. The first question is, do you want to, I'm sorry, 34 through 43. So we just passed 33. So it's 34 through 43. And these are sort of standard type items that you see in municipal warrants. So I'm asking to do this in two parts. The first is, do you want to do want to combine them, but then I'm going to just ask you, do you want to pass them? Everybody follow me, so it could move quickly or not slowly, we'll see. So, a motion's been made and seconded to combine 34 through 43. Any discussion on that, sir? Okay, all in favor? Okay, so everybody's in favor of combining them. So now what we're going to do, is there a motion to approve Article 34 through 43? Motion's been made and seconded to approve all those articles. Does anybody have a comment, question, concern about any of those articles? You know, they're lumped together. Don't want to cut anybody off. Sir?
I'd like to mention Article 40, which is charging interest rates on unpaid real estate and personal property taxes. The article suggests 9%, and I think that is a horrible rate to charge somebody who can't pay their taxes to begin with. So I would prefer that we take that out of this list of 15 articles or 10 articles and vote on that separately.
Well, I'm going to rule that out, or if we've already voted to combine them. Simone? Okay, any further comments, questions, concerns about Article 34, 42 through 43 combined? Seeing none, all in favor of those combined articles? All opposed? So those combined articles pass. Motion to adjourn, second. No discussion, all in favor? Go Bruins! Yep. I think you're just going to make it. I think you can, you know, just miss the national anthems.
We're right around the corner.
Yeah, I'm going for an inexplicable records.
Under an hour. Wow. What's left here? 35 minutes. Oh, wow. Right. That happened, right?